grab the Anzac Day round. What does it mean to the players, and do you guys talk about it much before the game?
Oh, we certainly do. It's a great privilege to play certainly this weekend, and as Keith said, I think our club does it extremely well, and to be in the 15th season of being able to host it is unbelievable, and to be a part of it as a player and our playing group is a great honour, and for our guys to run out there in front of our home crowd, Anzac ground is a great privilege for us.
And what kind of esteem is the Peter Badcoe medal held within the club?
Oh, look, it's to win that, and I've been lucky enough to win that in the past. It's a great honour, and normally it does go to the winning side, and so you do get the 4 points as well. But for any player to win that medal, and certainly in our group, in our club, we hold it in very high esteem, and certainly very, very proud to win that medal.
You could be one of the favourites to win it this year. How do you rate your form so far at the start of the season?
Oh, look, I've been happy that I'm playing my role for the team, and we're in a great position, 3-1 to start the year, and obviously it was disappointing to lose on the weekend, but I think we learned a lot from that, and we make sure that we come into this Geelong game with those lessons and come out firing, because we're playing a very good side on a very big day, so it's a great challenge for us.
Do you see their defence as being one of the most inexperienced in recent years? Is that a point of vulnerability for them?
Oh, look, I think our forward line certainly provides a lot of challenges for any side. It's now about making sure we get in there enough to challenge their defence, and certainly they've got a very, very good midfield, but they're still very consistent all over the ground. So for us, it's about making sure we win the contest and getting it forward, and giving our forwards a great opportunity to put their defenders under a bit of heat.
Having played a few seasons now up forward in that half forward role, do you feel like you're really building into it and learning where the goals are?
Yeah, it's funny. I've played most of my career as a midfielder, and you tend to have midfield tendencies in a way, and learn a lot through that. But I've learned so much as a forward over the last couple of years, and then learning from Brendan and Chad over the last couple of years has been great fun. And to adapt my game to being able to play midfield and forward is great for us and great for the team, and to learn off guys like Robbie and Chad and now Watsy coming in there and having Charlie down there, it's pretty special for one to be a part of.
But like, Adelaide obviously with Dangerfield and Selwood and Loom Large, how important is that midfield battle going to be against those ones?
Oh, look, it's a big battle, and it's a great task for our midfielders who we've spoken about. Probably need to up the game a little bit over the last couple of weeks. Hasn't been where we want it to be, and obviously not having Patty there has been a challenge. But for our guys, we see it as this is a great opportunity to go against two of the best players in the competition, along with Duncan and the rest of their midfield group. It's a great challenge for our group, and they're excited for that.
How do you have to adapt your game when you don't have a recognised ruckman there as a midfield group? Do you have to try and shark taps from the opposition ruckman, or? Oh,
you've certainly got to watch. If they're winning the majority of the hits, you've got to watch where they're hitting the ball, and we study that throughout the week. There's no doubt about where the opposition want to place the ball, and from that it's about our ruckman just making the best contest they can, and then the midfielders go to work when it gets to ground. And we haven't been able to adapt well enough over the last couple of weeks in that area, but I've no doubt that our midfield group is capable enough to make sure that we win our fair share of the battle and get it going forward.
How about with the centre Pepper coming back now?
Sorry, mate.
How about the first coming back to 30?
Oh, look, that's still obviously with the AFL and investigation, so we'll wait and see how that all unfolds.
He should come straight back. There's only one game fan, so theoretically he's available for sessions, isn't he?
Yeah, from our point of view, from a team imposed sanction, then if all goes well, then he'll be available.
You live with Sam. What's the feedback been like with him, living with him, and how's he going through all of this? Oh,
look, it's been a challenge for a young kid. There's no doubt about that, but he's learned his lesson from in terms of team penalties and things like that he'll grow and be a better person for.
Obviously, Charlie Dixon spoke earlier in the week about the leadership group meeting, about your slow starts.
Yep.
How much of an issue have they been, and what are you going to do about it?
Oh, look, they're not ideal. You want to start games really well to put yourself in a good position, and for us, we haven't been able to do that. Look, we look at things that we can change during the week or pre-game in the warm-up and things like that. But look, it's just about coming out and putting scoreboard pressure on early. And look, we probably have had the chance to do that, and we just haven't been able to capitalise. And I think at the Brisbane game, we had a lot of inside 50s, a lot of shots to go. We weren't able to capitalise. Essendon on the weekend, we went inside early and didn't make the most of our opportunities. So look, it's another challenge for us this week in a big game against a great side. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to make sure we rectify those starts.
Just playing catch up is difficult, isn't it?
Oh, it's not ideal at all, and certainly when you play away against Essendon at Etihad, and you're down by 3 goals in the first 5 or 6 minutes, it's very hard to catch up. So we do definitely want a great start this weekend.
Trav, with the loss,
footy shows ramped up, Trav, and talk about where Port Adelaide's at, given what happened on the weekend.
Yep.
Talking footy, saying premiership chances are sort of not where everyone thought they would be. With that in mind, how big is the opportunity and the desire to respond and show that you are in the top couple that deserve a tilt?
Oh, look, opinions on our side will probably change and fluctuate throughout the year, and that's fine, and that's what they're paid to do. But for us internally, we know what we're about, we know what our best footy's about, and we don't think we've gone anywhere near that as yet. So our expectations as a group are always very, very high, and they won't change throughout the year. So yeah, we know that our best footy is still to come, and we're still finding our feet in terms of the footy we're able to play.
So you haven't got anywhere near your best, do you reckon? Where do you reckon you've got to? I mean, the Sydney one was obviously the one that everyone looks at.
Yeah, and that was a half a footy, and we were pretty poor in that first half. So look, I think the biggest thing for us is we've been inconsistent. We've played some really good footy, and the challenge for us now is to make sure we have that consistency throughout the 4 quarters and the majority of the year.
Is it always going to take?
Does it ever get spoken about the opinions outside? Just use it as a bit of fuel, perhaps?
Not really, and that's the nature of any professional sport. There's always going to be opinions on sides or players, and for us, it's just about who we are and what we can control. And we're very happy with the group we've got and the road we're heading on. And as I said, we're nowhere near our best yet, and that's a pretty exciting thing for us.
Is it always going to take time, Trav, to, I suppose, adapt, given you had so many new faces? What's he might line up Rocky or coming across to this year?
Oh, look, those guys have certainly got to find their feet in terms of coming to the group and playing our style of footy, but I think they've settled in really well. Obviously, Rocky's had a little bit of an interrupted pre-season, and again, a little injury on the weekend. So look, we're going to face challenges through that, but we think that we're pretty settled in terms of the guys coming in and into our group and playing our style of footy and their roles when they come into the side.
With the loss to Essendon, are you someone that likes to review it and move on, or will you sit there, stew on it, and use it as motivation?
Look, you can't stew on it. I mean, it's a long season. We'll sit down, Sunday night, Monday, review the game. We reviewed it Tuesday and got a lot of lessons out of it. And then from that moment, you move on to the Geelong game, and that's where we're at right now. Take those lessons from that game and move straight forward to Geelong. We're in a 3-1 position, which is a solid start to the year, and we're looking forward to the challenges ahead. You can't stew on the losses too.